In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 100 best cards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list here ranging from S that does go all the way down to F tier, and we have the top 100 best cards in this entire game that I'll be ranking here on this tier list from obviously who I think is the best cards in this game all the way down to who I think are not the worst cards in this game but are lower on this top 100 list, and all of these cards are obviously very good. This is a top 100 best cards tier list. Every single card is a top 100 card in this game. So first card on the tier list is going to be Invincible Vince Carter, and you have to go easy S tier for Vince. He's an invincible card. He's 6'6" at point guard, 6'9" wingspan. They gave him, or he has that really good jump shot that he had on his 100 overall card, but now it's on very quick timing. He's got Pro 2 fade. He's also got that Zach LaVine moving step back, which is going to help him out a ton, and then the perfect dribble sigs as well. Vince is easily going to be an S tier card. Now 100 overall Joel Embiid, very similar to his Dark Matter. He's a better card than his Dark Matter, but realistically, is Embiid higher than like C or B? I don't know. I'm probably going to go like C or B tier for 100 overall Embiid. 100 overall Kristaps feels like an A tier card. He's not S tier anymore. Yes, he's still very good at power 40, 7'2", good jump shot at the power 4 position. But you got to remember, all the invincible cards are pretty much better than KP, and there's going to be some Dark Matters that's slightly better. There's going to be some 100 overalls that are also better as well. Talking about Dominique Wilkins, probably one of the worst cards on this tier list. Yes, he's 6'8" at point guard, but that jump shot really isn't just cutting it at this time of the year. Invincible Carmelo Anthony, again, has to be an S tier. He's an invincible card, has a crazy good jump shot, good dribble sigs, Pro 2 fade. I mean, it's an invincible Carmelo Anthony. He's going in S tier. 100 overall Jonathan Isaac, I would say is, again, probably like C or B. The thing is, they didn't change these new 100 overall cards jump shots. Like, yeah, he's 6'10" at small forward, 7'2" wingspan. He's ridiculously good defensively. His stats are amazing, of course, but his jump shot didn't get a change. Pro 3 fade. His sigs, I guess he's got Trey behind the back, Kemba escape. Because of the sigs being better, I'll probably throw Jonathan Isaac in B tier. But again, that jump shot's really going to hold this card back at the small forward position. Now, Invincible Paul George, not a crazy invincible card, but I think he's probably B or A. I'm going to go B tier for now. He's maybe A. He's a really good shooting guard. He's still got a good jump shot. His defense is still top tier. He's great at getting to the basket, but his sigs and his dribbling aren't really going to be all that amazing. Talking about 100 overall Brandon Ingram, again, really good card. He's probably B tier, but I mean, like, again, he's not much different than his Dark Matter. 6'10" at shooting guard, 7'3" wingspan, really crazy. He's got a good jump shot, but they didn't really update his sigs. Like, they gave him slightly better sigs compared to his Dark Matter, but not really a huge difference. Is it that noticeable in game? Like, the defense is probably a lot better. So I'm gonna put BI in B tier just because of the defense being a lot better on his 100 overall card. Invincible Devin Booker, again, going in the S tier category. Really good 6'6" point guard. They did change his jump shot, gave him the Ben Shepherd base with the Oscar up run very quick. It's a nice improved jump shot, and D-Book is insane at the point guard position. Now, Deron Williams is actually not that bad. Deron Williams, surprisingly enough, even though he's 6'3" at point guard, I would take over Dominique. His sigs and his jump shot are really good. Amazing jump shot, Pro 2 fade, and the best sigs in the game, also with the Zach LaVine moving step back. This card is ridiculously good. I wouldn't even hate putting him in C tier if we're being completely honest. I'm going to go D tier for now because he's only 6'3" at point guard, but man, is that Deron Williams really good at the point guard position. Josh Childress, I think is how you say his last name. He's a really good card, man. He is at least C tier, and you know what? I almost want to put him in B, dude. He is genuinely insane. They made this card so good at the shooting guard position. 6'8" with a 6'11" wingspan. His stats are actually very well rounded for a pink diamond card. His jump shot's great, Pro 2 fade, and then he's got almost the best sigs in the game. You know what? He's going at least in B tier. He's a really good shooting guard, even though he's only a pink diamond. He's like a pink diamond Beasley type of level. Like, he might be better than pink diamond Beasley as the new best pink diamond in this game. 100 overall Chris Webber. I like this card a ton. I'll probably go like low A tier for Chris Webber. He's really good at the small forward position if you can time his jump shot. 100 overall Chet. He feels like also probably in that A tier category. Really good defensively. I like him more than Embiid at the power forward position. Galaxy Denny, I would say he's B tier. He's a really good Galaxy point guard. He's got a good jump shot, but I don't know if he can be an A. Galaxy Wemby, again, another card that just has to be in the A tier category. Still 7'4" at center, 7'8" wingspan, uncontestable jump shot. Still one of the best interior defenders in this game. Dark Matter Reem, I feel like he's probably on the same level as Embiid, maybe a little bit better than Embiid. I guess we could probably move Embiid up. I don't know, man. I'm going to go Kareem in B tier, though, because of his defense and his size. Brad Miller's also going to be in B tier. I would say D-Rob is in C. I don't think D-Rob is as good as Kareem, you know, Brad Miller, these type of cards at the big man position. Bull, you guys know I've never really been a big fan of. I'm going to go Bull and D tier. I know a lot of people are going to disagree having a 6'3" point guard and a 7'3" power forward in the same tier, but I just can't stand that Bull's jump shot. I mean, maybe I could put him up into the C tier category, I guess, because he's probably on the same level as D-Rob at the power forward position. Mitch Richmond is good. I think Mitch Richmond is probably C tier though, realistically. He's a good 100 overall point guard, definitely very underrated. Now we got some easy surefire S tier cards coming up. We got 100 overall Yao. I mean, he's just an absolute glitch. Broken card at 6'6", 7'6" at the center position. You got the new Invincible T-Mac. Is he a lot better than his 100 overall card? No, but is he still insanely good at the shooting guard position? 100% yes. He got that Zach LaVine moving step back and also the tray behind the back, which are two of the best dribble sigs in this entire game. And then you got Go Kareem, who of course is going in the S tier category. DeAndre Ayton, he's another like probably C tier center card. Embiid, DeAndre Ayton, D-Rob kind of all feel on the same level in my personal opinion. I do wish DeAndre Ayton's jump shot was a little bit better. Tyrus Thomas is actually really good at small forward. Is he B? I would say yeah. Like, I don't think he's much worse than a Jonathan Isaac, and he might honestly be better at the small forward position. AK-47, another great small forward card that I feel like you have to put somewhere in B tier. 6'9" small forward, elite level jump shot. I don't know if he's A tier anymore, but I do think AK is an absolute beast at the small forward position. Gary Payton is interesting because he is an invincible card. He still plays extremely good defense. Is he better than Denny though? That's kind of the question with GP, because again, he's only 6'4" point guard, but he does have a 6'7" wingspan. He's going to have a great jump shot, Pro 2 fade, good sigs besides the Paul George size up. I would say GP is at least in B tier. I don't know if he's going to be in A tier in my personal opinion. Stephon Castle, a good point guard. I think realistically going to be in C tier though. DeMarcus Cousins, I would go B tier for DeMarcus. He's actually got great sigs. He's just a Brad Miller, but better defensively. Pascal Siakam, he's a good small forward, but is he better than Jonathan Isaac, Tyrus Thomas? I'm going to say personally no. I'm going to go Pascal Siakam, maybe even D tier. He's a good card, but realistically these cards in C are just better in my personal opinion. Now this Vladimir card, guys, is an absolute demon at the small forward position. His jump shot is insane. His sigs are damn near perfect. I mean, this card is so amazing at small forward. 6'10" at small forward, a must-have card in this game if you can afford him. 100 overall Wilt, I don't know if he's S tier anymore, but I do think he's very high A. Same thing with Shaq. I think he's on the same level as Kristaps and Wilt. These cards are really good at power forward. Wilt's got an 8-foot wingspan. Shaq's got a great jump shot for a Shaq card, also with the Garland dribble style. But the thing is, are they on the invincible level? I just personally don't think so. Now, 100 overall Blake, really good small forward in this game, but I don't know if I could go any higher than B tier. I do think Chris Webber is better at the small forward position. Hedo Turkoglu feels like also another B tier card in my personal opinion. Him and Denny are kind of on the same level. They're both tall point guards. I like Denny's jump shot actually more. And then the sigs wise, I mean, I would say Denny's sigs are probably also better, or at least on the same level as Hedo Turkoglu. So I think they're both going to be B tier point guards. I would say Bogut also going to be in the B tier level. He's a 7-foot point guard that just provides so much mismatches on the offensive end. Jason Kidd, undersized short point guard, but I do think he's still really good. I mean, Deron Williams might get moved up to C tier, honestly, because him and Jason Kidd I feel like deserve to be in C tier because of their offensive ability. OG Anunoby, he's a good shooting guard, but again, I think realistically going to be in D tier. Josh Smith, a good 100 overall card. I mean, he's very similar to his Dark Matter, but he's definitely better. He's got a good jump shot. His sigs are a lot better on his 100 overall card, so I do think he's going to be in B tier. Invincible Ron Artest, he's an invincible card that got a lot of his sigs changed. His jump shot's still really good, Pro 2 fade. He's an elite level defender at the shooting guard position. I feel like he's got to go in S tier. Now Caruso, he's actually really good at point guard. I would say Caruso is at least on the Jason Kidd, Deron Williams level. Is he on the Denny, Hedo Turkoglu, GP level? Personally, no, so I do think he's going to be in C tier. Rick Barry, very good shooting guard option. Amazing sigs, great jump shot. Feel like you have to go Rick Barry in B tier. Marc Gasol, good power forward. He's probably C to B. I mean, he's a little bit worse, I would say, than Marc Gasol is really good, dude. I'm gonna go Marc Gasol probably in like the higher C tier category. You can maybe argue B tier. I would take Donovan Clingan over him. I love this Donovan Clingan card. His defense is amazing. His rebounding animations are elite, and his jump shot's also really easy to time. He's got a wide player build. Gotta go Donovan Clingan in B tier in my personal opinion. Now Invincible Magic, I mean, you guys know where an Invincible card's going. They got his dribble sigs changed. They got a jump shot change. 6'9" at the point guard position. He's going in S tier. 100 overall Willis Reed, really good power forward option. I would say at least B tier. I don't think he's A. I'd probably still take Chet over him. You know, some cards like Shaq, Kristaps, Wilt, Wilt at the power forward position. Talking about Rudy Gobert, pretty much just a slightly worse version of Kareem. I would say he's a little bit better than DeAndre Ayton, Embiid, those type of cards. So I'd put Rudy Gobert maybe in like high C as well. I'll go high C tier for Rudy Gobert. Invincible Kevin Durant, still probably the best invincible shooting guard or best shooting guard in this game. I think him and T-Mac are the two best shooting guards. I feel like they both have to be an S tier. Zachary Reese Shea, he's 6'10" at point guard, but like his jump shot's not great. I'm gonna go C tier for Reese Shea. Not a huge fan of that card. I think Triple J is probably gonna be in D tier. Again, a really good power forward option, but I don't think he's as good as these power forwards in C tier in my personal opinion. Gotta go Giannis in S. I mean, he's a 6'11" invincible card. He's got to change jump shot, best dribble sigs in this game. It's Giannis. His defense is going to be unbelievable. He's of course going in S tier. Now, Dark Matter Bargnani, he's a solid power forward. I would say he's probably D tier in my personal opinion. Invincible Dr. J, also Invincible LaMelo Ball. Both these cards are going in S tier. Both amazing offensive cards, especially LaMelo. He's got that KPJ and Oscar jumper on very quick timing. They both have the best sigs in the game. Dr. J's jump shot is still really, really good. So both of those cards are two of the best offensive cards in this game and are easily going in S tier. Pro Pass Tim Duncan, his 100 overall card, is an easy A tier choice. He's not S tier anymore, even though he could be considered there at the power forward position, but I do think him and Wilt are very close to being in the S tier category. Anthony Davis, Cade, honestly, I know people are going to disagree with this, but I don't think they're good cards. Maybe you could go Cade in D tier. I just don't like this Anthony Davis's jump shot whatsoever. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. I'll go Cade in D, and I'll go Anthony Davis in F. Now we got Bob Pettit, who is an absolute beast at the small forward position. I do think the new best small... Did I say... I don't even know what position I said. I think I mispronounced his position. But at the small forward position, I do think he's the best in this entire game, even ahead of that Giannis card, just because of his jump shot, being that Colin Sexton... Or I think it's Patty base with Colin Sexton upper. Glenn Rice, I kind of want to put an S, but I think realistically he's going to be in, I think he's going to be in a very high A tier for Glenn Rice. I just wish he had a fade, but everything else is damn near perfect. Luol Deng, really good small forward card, but again with AK, I just don't know if he's on the same level as a Chris Webber. He probably, I don't know guys. Like, I mean, Vladimir is better in my personal opinion. I'm going to go high B tier for Luol Deng. He's a really good two-way shooting guard, two-way small forward. Karl Malone probably going to be in like, honestly F tier just because F Karl Malone. Larry Bird, he's a good shooting guard. I would say he's easily A. He's a very good shooting guard, good jump shot, 6'9" at the shooting guard position. T-Mac is a 100 overall card, even though it's not as invincible. It's very close, so I do think his 100 overall is still going to be an A tier. George Mikan, he's a decent power forward, like he's Anthony Davis, but slightly better, so I do think he's going to be in D tier. Gilbert Arenas is another short point guard, but it's very good along the lines of Jason Kidd, Caruso, Deron Williams, you know, has a really good jump shot and does play actually good defense. Scottie Pippen, though, I would say because of his height is probably a tier above those guys, just because he's an elite level defender, 6'8" at point guard, and actually doesn't have that bad of a jump shot or dribble sigs. Alex Sarr is a good power forward. I like him over cards like D-Rob, Bull, DeAndre Ayton, and Embiid. I would take Sarr at the power forward position over those cards, so I do think he's going to be in B tier. Jared Wallace is good. Is he insanely good? No, so I do feel like he's going to be in C tier. Invincible Shaq, I mean, you got to go S tier. It's another invincible card. He's got the best sigs in the game. He's got a really good jump shot, Pro 2 fade. It's Invincible Shaq. He's going in S. Now, with Dark Matter Zach Edey, do you go high B or do you go low A? I'm still going to go low A for Zach Edey, probably on the lower end because he doesn't have the speed and some of, you know, the defensive stats that could be improved if he had like a 100 overall card with the stats and the badges, but he's still 7'5" at center with a 7'10" wingspan and is unbelievably overpowered. 100 overall Jermaine O'Neal, I feel like is another easy A tier card. 6'11" at small forward. They changed his jump shot to the Tyler Smith base, Kevin Durant upper on very quick. They gave him a good fade. I mean, his sigs are really good. It's Jermaine O'Neal. He's an absolute beast at small forward. Tim Thomas, I feel like is another B tier small forward. Again, along the lines of AK-47 and Luol Deng at small forward. Now we got some surefire S tier cards. We got an Invincible LeBron and Invincible Wemby. Of course, these two cards going in the S tier category. LeBron could be argued the best point guard in the game, and I would say Invincible Wemby is still the best card in this entire game because he's 7'4" power forward with the best dribble sigs and an elite level jump shot. So both those cards are going to be easily an S. Now 100 overall Paulo, I really like at small forward. I know a lot of people don't like this card, but I think he's an easy A tier card, maybe on the lower half, but I do think he's still really good at the small forward position. Has Garland dribble style, a very good jump shot in my personal opinion, and does play elite level defense. Now, of course, I do think Jimmy, of course, another invincible card. He's going to be an S tier, has a good jump shot, has perfect dribble sigs, and also that Pro 2 fade. Artis Gilmore, I would say he's either high B or low A. I'm going to go high B for Artis Gilmore. I do think there's a couple better centers that we'll talk about at the Dark Matter tier. Franz Wagner, I like in B tier. He's a bit overrated in my personal opinion, but he's still 6'10" at shooting guard with a really nice jump shot. Invincible Rudy Gay, absolute beast at shooting guard. This might be one of the more slept on cards in this game. Even though he's expensive, he is so good at the shooting guard position. he should be more expensive than a Dr. J, a Carmelo, right? He should even be on the same levels like a Tracy McGrady. He is that good at the shooting guard position. He might even be better than T-Mac in my personal opinion. Dark Matter Mike Miller, really good shooting guard, but I don't think he can be any higher than B tier. 100 overall Ben Simmons, because of his size at the point guard position, because of the defense that he does provide. I do believe he's one of the only non-invincible or GOAT cards to be an S. I do think him and Yao Ming are easily the two best 100 overall cards in this game that do allow these cards to be in the S tier category, mainly due to their size at their positions. Pink Diamond Jabari Smith Jr., I think realistically going to be in D tier. Dark Matter Luka, he's a good point guard, I'll probably go C tier. Like, he's a solid point guard. Dark Matter Dikembe, very easy A, and I almost want to consider a card like Dikembe an S, but he's just not on the same level as a Wemby, a Shaq, a Yao, a Goat Cream. He's a step below those cards, but he's able to contain them and he's able to play really good defense and be an absolute beast at the power forward or center position. 100 overall Lonzo, not much different compared to his Dark Matter. I think realistically he's going to be in D tier. Amen Thompson, really good shooting guard on that Rick Barry level at the shooting guard position. Amazing sigs, good jump shot, and a crazy good defender. Now, Invincible Jokic, again, 6'11" point guard, invincible, has a crazy good jump shot, best dribble sigs in this game. He's of course going to be an S tier. 100 overall MJ and 100 overall Dirk, I think both those cards are going to be surefire A tier cards. I mean, Dirk's got a great jump shot, 7'1", I believe, at the power forward position, and then MJ still got really good decent sigs. He's got Garland dribble style and that crazy good jump shot. Still a very good 3-hunter. Zion Williamson easily going in F, one of the worst cards, in this top 100. And then Dark Matter Josh Giddey, I would say, is probably C tier in my opinion. Dark Matter Beasley, just like Dikembe, is another Dark Matter you could consider putting in S tier, but again, he's just not on the same level as a Bob Pettit or a Giannis at the invincible level. Ben Wallace is undersized, but his jump shot's still insanely good with the Patrick Mills base. So I do think because of Patty base, you got to throw Ben Wallace in C tier, even though he's undersized. Penny Hardaway, not a huge fan of this card. I think realistically he's going to be in C tier. He's good. I just think he's overpriced in my personal opinion. I think LaMarcus Aldridge also going to be in C tier. Invincible Kawhi, I know he's similar to his Dark Matter, but I do think Invincible Kawhi is still A. His defense is some of the best on the perimeter. His defense is insanely good all the way around. His jump shot's great. His fade could be better, but it's still usable. I think you got to go Invincible Kawhi in A tier. Dwight Howard, he's a better Anthony Davis. Is he better than George Mikan? In my personal opinion, you know what? I think he's a little bit better. I'm going to go C tier for Dwight Howard. I feel like Mark Eaton, because of his size, he's on the same level as Zach Edey. So wherever we have Zach Edey, I feel like you also have to go Mark Eaton. Both really good giant centers. You got 100 overall Shea here, who again is on the same level as Michael Jordan. Very good at the point guard position. Then you got Walt Frazier, who's a good undersized point guard, who's going to go alongside Jason Kidd, Deron Williams, Alex Caruso, Gilbert Arenas. Kind of fits into that mold. And then you got Ray Allen in F tier. You got Draymond also in F tier. Jack Sikma, I mean, he could probably be in like C tier. He's a decent power forward, really good defender. Steve Nash is another good undersized point guard. I feel like Nash is also going to be, where did Nash go? Nash is also going to be in the C tier category. And that's going to do it, guys, for my top 100 best cards in obviously my team. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'll slowly kind of quickly go through these tiers so you guys can just pause the video, see where I do have every card ranked. Again, these are all of the best cards in this game. So if a card is in B tier, they are still very, very good at their position. Even these cards in C, like Marc Gasol, Rudy Gobert, Caruso, Deron Williams, Jason Kidd, Bol D-Rob, these are amazing cards. Even the D tier cards are solid. I would say the only cards that are like quote unquote bad in my opinion are probably the cards in F tier in my personal opinion. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my tier list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.